crap, I didn't realize my mic was muted. New background there. I just love that picture. All right. I'm gonna start off this video. Let's see what's going on real quick here. There was a login? Well, yeah, it was me. What's happening? Universal Resort. Where's the news? Looks like the same shit from the other day. Huh. All right. We're gonna go here real quick. Let's pause that. Where's the time? There we go. All right. Let's go to theater mode. There we go. Make it as big as we possibly can for everybody watching. Thanks for joining. Please hit the like. Is this shit playing? Oh, it is. Hold on. Shit. I was like, why is that ticker going on the other part? Alright, we're gonna go there. We're gonna unmute it. Because you gotta have sound. Alright, so I'm gonna go down here. And then we'll go ahead and play this and listen to this theory that I kind of got.
There's a lot of shit that goes on in Cleveland. Always has. And it's just... Well, you mentioned this crime talk. Well, here's Johnson County, right down here. It's right, I guess it's more south than southeast, but it's kind of right there. Let me zoom in.
So right it is, there. It's really right close.
It's basically a suburb of Indy, you know, honestly, because, I mean, shit, you got all these connecting cities right here, so, you know, you're really not.
Well, I think you brought it up. There. You brought it up before I agreed with you when you said, I think it's a medium-sized ring. Well, 20 men, that's a medium-sized ring, bro. You were right.
Let's see here. Actually, you know what? Let's not go to Delphi. Let's go.
And it ain't even that too far of a drive. It's like 150.
Hour and 50 minutes, I guess. Yep, straight up. Basically.
So what? That's like 60 miles away?
It's an hour and 50 minutes or 214.
Oh, so it's about
basically you're having to go through Indy. So who says that somebody from North Indy wasn't,
where's
or
Mexico?
Kokomo? Let's see where we'll put in Mexico here. I'm thinking Peru because I think Keegan Kline was one of the main dudes in, for that region up there, and he was connected. I don't think that people in Delphi or that area were connected. I think he was the go-through for the people that were in Indy. But that's true. My instinct. Mexico.
At least he knew them.
Yeah, like he got his supply. It's kind of like a bigger dealer. You go get your supply, and then you go supply it to the people that,
See, my theory is that instead of it being a baggie, he's supplying flash drives with pictures on it, is what I'm trying to say here. And I also think that this account that was being used by multiple people, why wouldn't he make them pay a monthly fee to be able to use that profile? If you pay me on, like rent, if you pay me on the first of the month, you get the new password. You don't pay me for that month, you don't get the new password. So every month you have to get the new password, and the only way that you can get the new password to use that secure CP account is to pay him for access to that as well.
Because you got to make your money too. And I know you said that these clothes could be counterfeit and shit, but man, every time I see this dude in pictures, dude, he's wearing some nice fucking jerseys, and I used to have a lot of them, and I'm telling you, that shit ain't cheap. It ain't
no,
cheap.
It's not. Believe me,
Mexico is basically the same distance. It's right next to Peru, pretty much.
So ultimately, what we're looking at is, number one, that's where Richard Allen is from, and that's where he grew up, and that's where he got married.
Yep.
Then we have Peru, which is where Keegan travels to. And then we have that ring, which is pretty much right next to it.
Yeah.
And guess what they all have in common? Delphi.
And it's that close to Wabash. Yeah. Wabash is a small city up there, but it's a big city in a way. They got that big city feel because, they were supposedly they're known for being the first city with electricity, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, they were the first city for something freaking important way back in the day, and I think they were the first. I think somewhere in Ohio was the first place that had the first light bulb.
See, I did a search for missing people in Indiana, and you know what really sucks about that? They don't just show Indiana. They show like every state. And I'm like, dude, I'm looking at
what?
The site literally says it's for all missing persons in Indiana. And I'm like, okay. And when I clicked on it, the first thing that popped up was Colorado. The next one that was there was New York. Another one for the next three were New Jersey. And I'm like, what? This is a website dedicated to the state. Why are you showing all these other states? That makes no sense. Because I'm trying to find out. Now I'm going to look at Peru, Mexico, and I'm going to start.
It's pretty much right next to it, man.
Right, I'm going to start digging because I guarantee there's going to be missing girls that match the same M.
And I agree with allegedly on this point. There's got to be cases before and after. But I don't think he's been doing it this whole time, and I don't think he's on his own. I think he was under Keegan. Keegan was his supplier. Keegan knew the people in Indy, which is why he's the one with all the flashy clothes. And I think, I've been saying it this whole time. I don't think Richard Allen's done this on his own. I've been saying it the whole time. I came out with the Ron Logan stuff yesterday just to kind of throw it out there like, look, there's evidence. It just makes perfect sense. You look at the coat that he's wearing in his first interviews with the local news the day after February 15th. If you go to Channel 13 News, you'll see there's that blue jacket that he's wearing. And it's kind of funny. He always has a hoodie in those first couple days of interviews from the local news. If you go to the local news, you can see him. He's got a hoodie on. He's got the coat. Multiple ex-girlfriends, stated he threatened physical abuse, always carried a gun. I think either one could have been Bridge Guy, honestly, because either one has, you could match them both up. I just think one of them was up there, the other one was down there. It's his property. A shed was destroyed. Plausible deniability. I mean, he's got the guy that he asked to lie for him. Finally, when he came out to the LE and he said, you know what, actually, I lied to you about all these other times that I said that I gave him a ride and all this stuff. And he's like, I'm going to be honest with you. He asked me at 9 o'clock, which was 3 hours before the girls were found. He asked me at 9 o'clock that morning to lie to the cops before the girls were even discovered. 3 hours before the girls were discovered, he asked that friend to lie for him about his whereabouts the day before. And the friend told the police, you know, it's kind of odd because he asked me to lie for him for the trip to the aquarium from quote 2:15 to 5:30, but he didn't ask me to lie for him for the trip that he took to the transfer station earlier that day. Logan owns numerous weapons. LE saw it in a search. But the thing is this: the search only included his main residence, not his whole property. Just his main residence. It's just, you know, and then this 20 arrest sting comes out. I think the cops in Delphi are totally connected to this sting operation. I think that's why the judge saw what the records were when they were sealed, saw what the cops knew, and was like, these are people way bigger than me. I ain't messing around with this shit. Already getting threats to his family. That's why Richard Allen ain't talking. You don't have to worry about Ronald Logan talking. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple years ago. He lied to Ellie multiple times. His cell phone even pinged at 2:09, 2:19, right by the bridge where the girls were at. The day of the murder. But it was only his main residence, not the whole property. The girls' bodies were only found 1,400 feet from his main residence. Cops said he had a consistent body of the pick. It's common to take souvenirs or even photos. Who has photos? The souvenir, the shirt of LG. There was unknown fibers and hairs found. It like I said a few days ago, it's the people up there, it's the reason the judge backed away and the reason that Alan ain't talking, in my opinion, is because these people are connected to Indy, and the people in Indy are connected to somebody even bigger than that. Damn straight they're going to put him in a corrections facility. Because he's the only one they got that can actually talk. Because you got Keegan, he's talking. But I don't know if I kind of think maybe the wife might have knew. If you went through the whole timeline, she didn't post anything on Facebook the year of the murders, when before that she was posting shit all the time. And then the year after the murder, she started posting again. But you watch her posts, and there's people even, friends of hers even commenting like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like the way that she was acting. And I'm wondering if she was just under, like, she didn't post anything about trying to find, the videos of like trying to find the bridge guy. She didn't post any flyers, that, the sketches. She didn't do any of that. The share thing on Facebook. She wasn't doing none of that. I'm wondering if she noticed the coat, noticed the walk, noticed the hands and said, oh shit. And was, because of what took place, because it was a double murder, because of what took place and the cops having no idea who it was, I'm wondering if she just felt this immense amount of pressure just to try and go along with the flow, because she didn't want the same thing to happen to her. Because if you think she would have walked in and told the cops back then, hey, I think it's my husband, they're not going to automatically be able to arrest him right away. He's going to have to go back home to his wife. She's going to have to face him that first night after she went to the cops. And then in her mind, she could be like, who knows what's going to happen? So maybe after so long, the mental, the Facebook posts about the crazy shit that was being posted. People commenting, her own friends, what the hell is wrong with you? She just came to a point, and maybe she was the one that said, okay, cops, you guys got enough shit now. Or maybe she talked to that neighbor that said he supposedly stole something, which gave the cops the ability to go search his property. Maybe she went to a neighbor in confidence, couldn't go to the police, but went to a neighbor and said, hey, neighbor, can you please just say this and tell them they need to look at this spot for this thing that he, quote, stole? Just tell him he stole a wrench and it's in the backyard by the shed, or it's in the shed somewhere in his toolbox, or wherever she maybe knew where something was at. The neighbor calls in the fake police report. The police come out there. They go to search for a frickin' wrench, and all of a sudden they find evidence. So they have no choice but to start digging. Or maybe she knew where the shit was dug to. But I'm just gonna let this play a couple more minutes to finish it out, and then we'll get back to the next. That's just my theory, so, or was, whatever.
Mo, as this case.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Ooh, Taco John's. Look at that. That you pretty much, you're not even leaving the damn city from Peru to Mexico.
Yeah, in a 40-mile
You're not
radius.
even really leaving it. Look at that. Look at that little ass road right there. Shit, that's just a 5-minute. Trees on the left, trees on the right. You're back in the city.
I have a feeling if they did a 20 to 40 mile radius from there, which would almost extend to Delphi, they would definitely find a bunch of cases that are unsolved and maybe a couple that match the same MO.
Yeah, that was in our first show. Like, it's that ring. I'm just like, I just had this instinct. It's just like, it just makes, you know, when you really sit and overthink, because I'm an overthinker, when you overthink about why somebody would do this or that or this or that, it's like, hold on a minute.
Oh, you know, posed like a doll. And they never solved them. And they just said, well, this is a cold case. We'll never figure it out. But it's because Richard Allen did what he did before he got married, maybe as he got married, traveled, moved with his wife, maybe did a few more back towards Mexico so that it wasn't detected, especially being a Walmart employee, dude. Didn't you mention that he got transferred?
Yeah, he got transferred because they're afraid that he's going to get killed.
Well, no, I meant from his Walmart job. Remember we were talking about Walmart and you said he was transferred from Walmart to a different location, a different Walmart. I think if we know that location, doing a 20 to 40 mile radius, we'll probably find at least 2 cases of unsolved posed dolls type murders.
Yeah,
Yeah, shit's crazy. All right. Oop, can I get out of full screen? All right, there we go. So let me go back to Johnson County here. Let's see. That's Peru's right there. Let's see. That's not even my home address anymore. Okay, Johnson County. Okay, so right here, we'll zoom out a little bit more. So right there's Peru. Okay, we got Peru Township right here. Pretty much straight down, go through Kokomo, all the way down through here. And this is where that sting was busted. All right, 20 people. And what I'm wondering if this is like the rich area of Indy. That's what I don't know. That would be interesting to find out if this is like, because look at this. I mean, besides this big cluster right here, you got one little cluster, a couple little clusters here right next to it. But this one kind of just goes right out along this road. Why isn't there any coming out this way or this way or this way or this way or this way? It's just north. None this way, this way. There's a couple little things here, but look at this. These ones are showing up on the map. I just see Avon. We got Greenwood, Whiteland, and Franklin. And I'm wondering, what do we got for quick facts over here? Does it tell me like the local financials? I'm wondering if this is a rich neighborhood. You know, because these main people, they're not going to be living in the city. There's too much shit going on. They're going to be chilling back in the comfort. You know, hey neighbor, same house design, same, you know, you can only choose from 5 paint colors. Gated community, you know. Pillars, you know, that crazy shit. I wonder, what does this say here? Pleasant Township. Ain't that cute? White land. It's got auto parts for the for the makers. Franklin Township. Okay, so let's click on this here. View details. Franklin Township. The city is the county seat of Johnson County. Okay, and population 23. What about this one? 5,000. And that's got to be Greenwood's got to have, 63. So Franklin, I don't know, for some reason. For some reason, Franklin is like sticking out to me. Well, I appreciate you looking that up. Can you do me a favor and look up Franklin? I'm wondering if Franklin... I'm wondering if it's Franklin. 23,000, not too big, not too small. Some people know what you're doing, some people don't. You're away from the busy city, constant different eyes. You can play it off, hey neighbor, over there. That's... What do we got about Franklin? For some reason, I don't know. $135 for 2 stars? Shelbyville. I'm gonna go back to Franklin, but Shelbyville. Is this in? No, this isn't in the county, I don't think. Is it? Shelbyville? No, it's not. We're going back to Franklin. Let's go back to Franklin. Let's see here. Let me look up something. Really? 17th most dangerous. I don't know what that means. It sounds bad, but I don't know if it is bad, you know? I appreciate you looking. Well, I'm gonna play that video from the stream I did yesterday, talking about that case real quick that I was talking about.
20 men have been arrested as part of a child sex sting operation. Office targeting sexual predators.
Tuesday's Camila Fernandez has more
And
on
this
how
is
these
the background
men
of what I
sought
was
out
talking
these
about.
Children, Camila.
I don't know if that's too loud. Let me know. It's kind of loud in my headset, but I don't know if it's just me. But this is the background to that sting that I've been looking up here on Google Maps while we look up some financials. Let me see here. Cherry says it's Franklin is the 41st richest city in Indiana, so that's average. Really? So basically, let's see here. So basically, white land is more. That's only got a population of 4,500. So that, instead of Franklin, you should be thinking Whiteland then. Is that what you're, with the stats that you're looking up there? I'm going to go back to this video real quick.
Online posing as 14-year-olds, the predators would then chat with the fake profiles about sexual acts and fantasies.
These messages will turn your stomach of what.
Which is what the fake profile was getting: videos, pictures in return. Same kind of stuff right here.
What they say, what their preference, what they say is will turn.
Would then chat with the fake profiles about sexual acts and fantasies.
These messages will turn your stomach of what they say, what their preference is to do with a 14-year-old. So it's sickening.
The child sex
Same
ring operation,
shit.
led by the Johnson County Sheriff's Office and the Franklin Police Department, took place from Tuesday through Thursday. According
And the
to
Franklin
Sheriff Dwayne
Police
Burgess,
Department.
a lot of these predators were living in Indiana. Some of them traveled as far as Alabama and Washington to meet with minors. A lot of these predators were living in Indiana.
Franklin.
Some of them traveled as far as Alabama and Washington to meet with minors. He says investigators would find these men with alcohol, drugs, and even guns at their meeting location.
You don't know who you're taking off the street, what they were capable of doing, or what they've maybe done in the past. But you just want to make sure you're protecting the children, and this is one way that I see that we can do that.
Sheriff Burgess wouldn't say what sites these predators use to entice children, but says the number of online apps is alarming.
They will gain their trust, and they will have your child meet with them. And we pray that nothing happens to a child, but kids come up missing, and the internet is part of this problem.
I've got 3 kids in my.
There we go. Franklin, Johnson County, and Franklin Police. So we'll go back to Franklin here. So I'll put the stats up again. Thank you. I appreciate it. But we'll put this up again as well. We got Greenwood is upper middle class, which is right above it. 17th most dangerous city. 41st and richest. All right, there we go. So that makes sense. You know? And then, like I said earlier, instead of a baggie, it's a flash drive with images or videos. Besides the fake profile that I think Keegan ran for financial profit as well. Because you can only get so many on them profiles, right? I would assume if you're trying to, you know, young girls or something. But, you know, their appetite for that kind of shit has got to be way more than that. So they have to be reaching out to, you know, like maybe, you know, like Keegan, he's just getting videos and pictures, you know, of immature young adults. But, you know, maybe these people here in this ring, that's where you got your doll poses, like allegedly was saying about doll poses. That's where you get the doll poses. That's where you get the, you know, the beyond the normal, you know, the fucking, the crazy ass shit that ended up taking place. Staged photos. And so, you know, my theory is I don't think he just did it once or did it, you know, just got into this a little bit. No, I think this dude was in it for a while. There's already reports out there that him and his wife were having a lot of problems the last few years they were together. He's unhappy in his marriage. The CP isn't doing it anymore for him. Even though he's seen these pictures, you know, he's never, but now that his marriage is he's unhappy. He wants to act out one of those pictures that he got on a flash drive during a deal. And it just became too much. But these are just theories, allegations, whatever, speculations. But I think it was, the judge saw that paperwork. He's like, this is way beyond. Way beyond. You know, because these people, they got to be higher up, and when they're higher up, they make people shut up or shit happens. You can go through all the cases. Allegedly brought it up last night. Ariel Castro. You know, all of these people that quote suicide in prison, but the facts are just like, what? Powerful people. Wow, that is cheap. That is cheap as hell. I'm surprised. I'm surprised how fucking cheap that is. That's crazy. Well, thanks for doing your searching, Cherry. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. I don't know, it's just crazy stuff. Let me see if there's any new videos on this new station here. No. Nothing new. Let's see here. What do we got? Search nears fourth week for Quentin Simon case. That's sad. 4 weeks. Missing man. What? What? Lunar eclipses last for 3 years. We already knew that he was being turned over. It's the same. I bet it was the same damn time the judge stepped down. He's like, you know what? Paperwork, stamp. May 15th, 2022. These frickin' ads, yo. Between the moon and the sun. Known as a blood moon. Yes. It is cool looking. It does look cool. Let me save it. We'll save it. Let's see here. What was that other one I was looking at? Up here somewhere, I think. Freaking ads. Oh my gosh. This one right here. What is this? I'm just gonna leave it. A boy found dead inside of a suitcase. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. What boy found dead? One of two. You know, I kind of heard about this. But I didn't really. I was sucked into another case. The boy was identified as child's mother and another woman are suspects in his death. The boy was identified as Cairo Amar Jordan, if I'm saying that correctly, of Atlanta. Sergeant Kerry Holes of Indiana State Police, who said the youngster would have turned 6 this past Monday. He said Jordan had never been reported missing. October 14th. So one's from Georgia, one's from Louisiana. And one of them remains at large. Well, after her son's body was found, the whole case is... Where'd they find... Jordan's body was found on April 16th inside a hard suitcase emblazoned with a distinctive Las Vegas design that a mushroom hunter discovered in a heavily wooded area off a dead-end road in southern Indiana's Washington County. Died from an electrolyte imbalance, which most likely due to gastroenteritis or vomiting and diarrhea that led to dehydration. It died within a week prior to his discovery. Plastic bags. The boy's body had been placed inside within the suitcase, so they just got out of a jail mission. Yes, had to do some healing and killing. What? A series of earlier Facebook posts Anderson allegedly made discuss exorcism, spells, and other supernatural topics, with one posted on February 19th mentioning a very powerful demonic force from within my son. Whoa. Let me see something here. Where is this? Washington County. Right above Louisville. Or Louisville. You gotta say it like you have marbles in your mouth. Louisville, right? Off of a wooded area. Hoosier National Forest. Wow. That's crazy. Alrighty. It's getting late. I'm gonna chill back. I don't know. There's nothing really new. Not really seeing anything. There's this missing man that has a tumor. I haven't heard too much about this. These ads are crazy. So let's get this picture out here. Okay, where's the picture? They're gonna do that. Chance. Oh, it's got a video. Well, here, I'll just pause it on the picture. Almost what, Jerry? I'm sure there'll be more stuff coming out tomorrow. I just wanted to kind of explain my theory a little deeper in the beginning. Just explain it a little deeper. I thought Logan was helping him last. I don't know. I just don't know why everybody discounted him or discredited him being a suspect, when it's like, when you go back and look at it, he lied to the police all the time. Hopefully it'll pause it on a bit. There we go. So that's what the dude looks like, just so we can make sure the picture's out there. There's his name. Hasn't been seen or heard from in 5 months, and we're just now hearing about this? November 3rd? When did this come out? Had to be November 3rd, because it's $1.5 billion for the Powerball. $5 months ago, last seen in Loveland, Colorado. His mother says he has a rare genetic disorder that causes tumors to grow on vital organs. Just before she last spoke with him, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and she is asking desperately for the public's help in finding him. Unfortunately, it sounds predictable, unfortunately, if you just listen to those words right there. Just before. Tuburis. Oh my gosh, I'm so horrible at the pronunciation of these. Well, seriously, you guys say it like you have marbles in your mouth. I've been corrected plenty of times, so I'm just like, all right, marbles in my mouth. Louisville. I say Louisville. That's not how you say it. Louisville. All right. Tell me if I'm wrong. They told us the tumors grow in vital organs, and if left unchecked, they take over the organs. So basically, it was going to be taking over his brain, no matter what. Probably fairly quickly, too, if that's what it does to an organ that it attaches to. It had already impacted his arms and hands. I really don't want to say what I think, because I hope it's not true. But, you know, stay positive and hope for the best until you hear the worst. I've really been worried about his ability to make good decisions. His mom said his judgment can be impaired because of the tumor. I think it was impaired because of the news that he found out. And it's already affecting his arms, his hands, and I don't want to say it. Adam said her son had been staying on friends' couches in Fort Collins after losing his own apartment. So he was a drifter in a way. My birthday is July 1st, and he didn't call me on my birthday, which was very unusual. July 1st. July 1st, and you're his mom. Adam, okay, in July. My correction. Jeez, why is this just coming out? 5 months later, let me kind of shit. Remember, said without evidence anything happened, they can't actively search for him. Okay. But did he get in trouble? You know, like, do you have a record? I never had a Facebook page. Her post caught the attention of groups such as Missing Rich Place photo on billboards. Well, I'm glad somebody came to help. That's cool. That's sweet. She created a Facebook page just to try and find him. Poor thing. I'm hoping that people will come and grab their favorite candy bar and see this flyer. Just, aw. Good idea. Organizations are using every trick possible to get a mother's message to her son. Janice, if you see this, or someone that knows sees this, please come home. Please call me. I will come and get you wherever you are. If you have any information on where Jance Varela's whereabouts, please contact Larimer County Sheriff's Office at 970-498-5100. Another tropical storm heading to Florida, huh? All right, that's going to be it for this evening. Have a peaceful and positive night. Thanks for hopping in, and thanks for your help, Cherry. Appreciate it.